What's going on, lads and lasses? Welcome back to the channel. So, as we're seeing yesterday, reports on the Hugo Ekitike move to Newcastle United and the whole situation that was going on there. Well, it's come out today that David Ornstein has put out a post and he's saying Newcastle have now cooled our interest on Hugo Ekitike and we are now switching our focus to Yoane Wissa of Brentford instead. And in this video, we're going to be getting into that. And of course, we're also going to be talking about the departure of one of our very own, Sean Longstaff. So let's get into it. So starting off with the talk of course, Hugo Ekitike first. David Ornstein's come out. Of course, we've seen what Ornstein and Romano were doing yesterday. They were keep tweeting at the same time as each other, and that for me just seems very, very fishy. It seems like this has been a transfer saga around Ekitike with Newcastle and Liverpool in it, where, you know, Romano and Ornstein have been playing on the side of Liverpool by the looks of it. But at the end of the day, I'm not going to lose any sleep over this move. It would have been nice, of course, to get Hugo Ekitike to Newcastle and have Isak as well. Don't get us wrong, that would be absolutely massive, but we are now cooling our interest on the Ekitike move. It looks like Liverpool are going ahead and they're going to be paying 95 million from what has been mentioned, which is absolutely crazy, because Frankfurt are after 100 million euros. Liverpool are going in there with 95 million pounds. So that's over the release clause of Hugo Ekitike. And now Romano, of course, as of an hour ago, has put out a post saying, you know, that exclusive Liverpool have submitted official bid to Eintracht Frankfurt for Hugo Ekitike. Already informed Liverpool that they want more proposal rejected on their initial contact as talks continue. But it's now saying, of course, according to Romano, that Ekitike has said yes to Liverpool. No issues, are on personal terms, and he now wants to move to Liverpool. I mean, at the end of the day, you know, the lad is obviously going to say stuff like this because he wants to move away from Frankfurt. He wants to try and get to the Premier League, and that has been his goal for quite a while. But we now throw that at the background. We turn with focus to Yoane Wissa of Brentford. Where, of course, David Ornstein has come out and said that Newcastle have not made any formal contact as of yet with Brentford, but it is coming. We're targeting them, and with a 30 mil plus price tag, Forest have already had a 25 million bid knocked back by Brentford, and Spurs have liked him as well before they signed Mohamed Kudus from West Ham. But here's the kicker: Brentford might hold this up a bit in the fact that they're scared of losing Wissa and Bryan Mbeumo in the same window that they've already lost their manager, Thomas Frank. Their heads are gone at Brentford. They're definitely, you know, wanting to keep a hold of at least their two big players. In my opinion, these are the two biggest players at Brentford. The two that you always see scoring the goals and assisting goals as well. So it's understandable, you know, that they are wanting to keep a hold of these two. But if we go in there and we get Yoane Wissa, that could possibly mean that the deal for Man United fans for Bryan Mbeumo is well and truly off, because then Brentford aren't going to want to sell Bryan Mbeumo. So we could kill two birds with one stone here, making Liverpool pay 95 million for their second choice target when they really wanted Alexander Isak. And then we could also kill off Man United's chance of getting Bryan Mbeumo from Brentford. So it could be a two birds with one stone situation here, and we could kill away two rivals, of course, making Liverpool spend a massive chunk of money on a player that they don't even want. And then also in the process, if we were to get Wissa from Brentford, stop Man United from being able to get Bryan Mbeumo. So it's very, very clever play when you look at it in very close detail. It's really good tactical play by, our board, by our, people running the transfers, which is Eddie Howe, Andy Howe, and of course Steve Nixon. Some very, very clever, smart work by them, on this deal if it does come off for us. But let's move away from that. Let's talk about, of course, one of our very own leaving Newcastle United. He's been here since Ben. He's come up through the academy, and it will be sad to see him go. Wor Sean Longstaff leaving the Toon. It's definitely official now. Romano, of course, putting out saying that Longstaff had a medical that was cleared at Leeds, and it's a done deal now, basically, given it he's here, we go. Whole shtick that he does, with Romano in the 12 million fee, plus is on its way to us, 12 million plus 3 million at add-ons, so that's like 15 million pounds, which is really, really good, because that's the valuation that I was setting on the channel of 15 to 20 million would be a really good fee to get, and I'm sure the add-ons of 3 million are easily doable. I'm thinking something maybe along the side of appearances, something like that. But he said yes to Leeds back in June. He's waited for the green light, and now he's going. That's one of our own, moving on after being at the club since a very young Ben, coming up through the academy. Look, whatever you think of him, whatever anybody thinks of Sean Longstaff, he has given his all, and he has done his best at Newcastle United, and he's been part of a fantastic journey over the years. He's been through a lot of struggles in Newcastle United. He's been through a lot of struggles personally in his own self as well, mentally. And then, he's been able to have a moment that all us, Geordie's dream of getting, being able to lift a cup for Newcastle United. He's been able to lift a cup alongside fellow Geordies and be a part of Newcastle United's history forever. The first player to lift a trophy in 56 years for Newcastle United. I mean, that is a massive feat. He goes with our respect. He goes with our love and dedication. And at the end of the day, he will always still be one of us. He will always be a local lad. He will always be Wor Sean Longstaff. And best of luck to Longy. He's been a real servant for the club. He's always put his head down and always tries his best. And now, he's going on to Leeds United. I mean, Leeds fans, if you're watching this, let us know what you think down in the comments below. I mean, this is a massive signing for you guys. You're getting a player that has played Champions League football. You're getting a literal veteran of the Premier League, 27 years old. Sean Longstaff is, that is a lot of time still left in the game, and a lot still left to give out there as well. So may have an amazing time at Leeds. Obviously, when he comes up against Newcastle, hopefully he doesn't play that great, but he have the best, time and enjoy his football, and get that first team experience, get that first team minutes that he's been wanting as well. Because unfortunately, at the moment, with the way Newcastle is, he wasn't able to get that. We're having Sandro Tonali, Bruno, Joe Linton in there as well. But anyway, let us know your thoughts down in the comments below. Final thoughts to wrap up the video. Longstaff is off after being at the club for many, many years. We are beginning a watch now on Yoane Wissa of Brentford, and Ekitike looks like he is off to Liverpool. As long as, of course, the fees and everything like that goes in their favour, then they will be getting, of course, Hugo Ekitike. But we're moving smart. We're not standing still, and we're building a Champions League squad brick by brick. One door shuts, another one opens. Stay locked in, everybody, and make sure to hit that like, share, subscribe to the channel. There is a lot of you that aren't subscribed, so if you can, please subscribe. It takes seconds to do. It's completely free and it massively helps to grow the channel. And a big massive thank you as well, as I hit 2,401 subscribers as well since last night. So that is a huge thank you to everybody who has subscribed since last night. I think about 25 plus subscribers overnight. That is really, really good. So if we can keep that going, then that will be absolutely huge. And it, of course, is not taken for granted. But till next time, see you all later, and how are the lads.